Welcome to the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. The vibe here is how to manifest in a simple and fun way, implementing my abundance DNA method without the bullshit, overcomplicated hacks or fluff. I'm your host, Kelly Pender, your spiritual manifestation coach, and together we're going to uncover your unique abundance frequency, step into who the fuck you are unapologetically, and remove the limitation caps as well as playing it small to open yourself the F up to the unlimited abundance, success, and money to easily flow into your life and or business. Let's manifest that shit. Hello, my love. Welcome back to another episode of the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. Today, we are diving into how to stop lowballing your prices. That ends here. That habit starts today. So I'm going to bring you into awareness as to where you are comparing yourself to others, where you're holding yourself back, where you are allowing the external to dictate and define your worth and value so that we stop that. We're going to pattern interrupt so that you can allow yourself to stand confidently convicted in your body of work, in your power, in yourself, in your brand, where you price yourself in a way that feels good for you, active, alive, and aligned within you, and where you magnetize sales and clients with ease. Ooh, this is going to be so good, so juicy. This is something I've been talking behind the scenes with my clients on, specifically with pricing and specifically with allowing yourself to move forward and creating your programs, your offerings that's in alignment with your body of work, right? It's not watered down with what another coach next door is doing, okay? It's yours and it's yours alone. So we're going to become so effing solid in your power, your certainty. And before we dive in, if you haven't joined yet, I'm inviting you into Badass CEO. This is the effing program. If you are ready to become confidently convicted in your body of work, your offers, and show up online in your true money magnetic frequency, where FES clients slide into your DMs being like, girl, you're speaking my lingo. Send me the link. I'm ready to work with you. This is the container where you're going to learn my science-backed techniques to remove money blocks, get out of lack, and create new money-making neural pathways. You're going to make more sales with ease, become the expert in your industry where you create money-making content with ease and with fun. We're removing money blocks, imposter syndrome, and we're going to stop playing small for good. No more hiding. You're going to show up and take action where you magnetize aligned clients. This will be the one and only live round. So we're going to be doing live modules and a live Q&A. So I'll be able to coach you through anything that's coming up for you live. It's going to be fucking incredible, awesome, life-changing for you, your brand and business to blow the F up. So I'm going to pop that link in the show notes to join us. We're going live on the 26th. And again, if you cannot make it live, no worries. Everything is recorded, instant access to the replay. All of the modules, science-backed techniques will be in there for lifetime access. Or you can DM me on Instagram, CEO, and I'll send you the link. And make sure that you say that you heard about this on the podcast so I can send you a super special podcast listener only bonus, which is a really fun surprise. All right, my love, diving into this episode. So what I want to share with you is that being in business for yourself comes with a lot of learning curves, or what I like to call them opportunities, right? Because I'm all about shifting your perspective to see the opportunity and a cosmic restructuring if you allow, right? So whenever things feel, and I just voice memoed one of my clients on this. So if she's listening, she'll be like, oh my God, this is funny. We were just talking about this. If you ever feel like in your life, in your business, your brand, where it feels like it's not working, where it feels like it's hard, where it feels like you're kind of struggling, I want you to honor your feelings and emotions around that so that they can be seen, heard, witnessed. And I invite you to see it as this restructuring, right? As this period of things are coming my way where it feels heavy, where it feels hard, where it may feel like I'm struggling, because this is a time for me to reassess where some things may need to go that are no longer in alignment with my vision, with my desires, with where I'm effing heading in my life and in my business, right? So think of it as a reassessment, a restructuring period happening for you. You get to see what areas in your life, in your business, in your pricing, your containers, your offerings, that may no longer be aligned. This could be habits, beliefs, patterns that may no longer be aligned and serving you and supporting you towards your greater vision, right? So this is what we're diving into this episode so that we can stop lowballing ourselves with our prices. That ends here. That ends today. So let me just share that every time, and this was like a habit that I had for years and had no idea that I was doing it. So here we are bringing you into awareness. Every single time that I had this vision, this masterclass, this program, this offering that like came through me from the quantum, right? That wanted to be birthed through me into this reality. Every effing time that I received an idea, that I received the masterclass, that I received the content that wanted to be shared through me, through my body of work, every effing time, I'm not kidding you when I say every time, I would be like, okay, yes, thank you, universe, God, angels, guides. I heard you. I'm excited for this. Let me immediately, without even sitting with it, without even letting it marinate, I would be like, whoop, pull up Instagram. Let me see what other coaches in my industry are doing. Let me see how they created this program. What was included with this program? How many calls were included? What support was included? Was Voxer included? Was this included? I don't know. How did they structure it? And then how did they price it? Okay. And without even asking myself what felt good for me, what felt aligned for me, what felt truthful for me, active, alive, and aligned within me, I would look at what they were doing, how they were pricing it. And immediately, if the price that came through me was higher than what they were pricing it, I would pull in these stories of like, okay, well, they have way more followers than me on social media and they're pricing lower than me. So maybe I should price even lower than that, right? Okay, well, they've been doing this for 10 more years than me, and this is their price. So I have to look at that price and then do it accordingly, according to whatever the fuck story I pulled in. Okay. And I would make all of these rules and meanings around what I was able to do in my work, in my business, in my brand, and what I was worthy of doing. Okay. And I would immediately feel like my work wasn't good enough, that what I was offering in a specific program or container wasn't valuable enough. I know that this is going to resonate with you because I work through this with my clients a lot. And because I felt like my offering wasn't valuable enough, guess what I would do? Add in more calls, add in more service, add in more Voxer, add in more this, and this, which was overexerting myself, overextending myself, and I did not have a price that matched it, okay? And then what would happen is I would start working with clients or I would bring people into the container and I was doing so much, which was amazing, life-changing, but the price was so effing low that it would make me feel bitter. It would make me feel resentful, right? And this is a habit, a pattern that I would do for quite some time. And finally, I began to do a check-in with myself and I was like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I immediately, when I receive this hit, this download of a masterclass, a product, a program that wants to be birthed through me, my body of work that's going to transform, impact so many lives, why am I immediately going on Instagram and seeing what this coach over here is doing? Why am I immediately pulling up their website and looking at their pricing, the length of the program, X, Y, and Z, all of these things to then see what I get to do, right? Does that even make sense? No. However, this was linked to the belief of, because I always ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I feeling this way? What is coming up for me? And then I would hear, not enough. Not enough. Ooh, there's that belief. Not enough. I'm not enough, which is feeding the neural pathway of lack. It always, always, always comes back to and came back to for me, for my clients, the neural pathway of lack, right? And this is where it's like, okay, do I want to continue leading my business this way, where when something comes through from the quantum that's going to be fucking amazing, I would immediately doubt myself, unplug from my power, my confidence, my certainty, and be like, what's everyone else doing? Because I need to be safe. I need to make sure it aligns with what this coach is doing. Right? And this was a few years ago when I got to a point where I was like, I do not want to create my business like this anymore. I allowed myself to start my business in a way that's in alignment with me. So by me looking at what everyone else is doing and price comparing and value comparing and whatever the fuck comparing, is this serving me? No. Is this in alignment with my desires, my greater vision? No. I'm just basing my work, my programs, my offerings, my business off of this person over here. Why am I doing that? Well, because it's feeding the pathway of lack. So number one, you get to become aware. Become aware of what's going on. Are you, before you're about to launch something, put something out there that's your body of work that you know is to serve and impact and transforms hundreds of thousands of millions of lives? Are you comparing? Are you looking at what someone else is doing next door and basing your prices based off of their prices? Okay. You get to become aware of that. And when you see that is when you get to pattern interrupt. You get to break that pattern, break that habit, break that cycle. And we want to break that habit pattern cycle because what we are doing when we're comparing, when we're price comparing, when we're value comparing and what's included in our offers, our programs, what we're doing is that we're leaking our power. We're leaking our sacred being, our juice, our soul gifts, right? I don't want to leak my energy anymore, because when I leak my energy, I become wobbly. And when I'm wobbly, I'm not solid in myself. I'm not solid in my confidence. I'm not solid in my fucking certainty, my conviction. And then this is where selling doesn't feel good. This is where inviting people into your offers doesn't feel good, because you're like, girl, come on, this is life-changing. Is it? I don't know, because I don't know how valuable, how worthy I am. I don't know how impactful I am, right? I don't want to be in that wobbly energy anymore. I want to break this habit, this cycle, stand strong in my power, my confidence, my conviction, and be certain, right? That is where the power lies. And when we come into that certainty, that conviction, and when we lead from there, where it feels fully, totally, and completely in alignment with you, your work, your message, your desires, your vision, when we lead, move, create, take action from there, money and sales is an inevitable side effect, because you are going first. You are leading first. This is where we're no longer, and this is something that I invite you to become aware of, okay? Because this is a habit, a pattern to break today, where then you stop lowballing your pricing. This is where we are no longer looking at our social media engagement and being like, unplugging from my power, unplugging from my confidence. There's low story views. Now I don't feel good. Now I'm going to unplug from who the fuck I am and who I came here to be, right? We're no longer doing that. We're no longer looking at a freebie we just put out and being like, one person signed up, 3 people signed up for this freebie. So like, whatever stories we pull in. And I'm saying this with so much love, because I have been there so many times, which is exactly why I do this work, because I uncovered why I was there, why I was in this cycle, this habit, this pattern, and it all stemmed back to having neural pathways of lack, right? You're just simply stuck in lack. What is the solution to that? Create new money-making neural pathways where you, no matter the engagement, no matter how many likes, how many comments, how many story views, how many signups, how many clients, however many sales, however many, whatever the fuck, no matter what's going on in your external reality, in your circumstances, no matter what, you are choosing to see yourself as the baddest bitch, allowing yourself to move forward in alignment with your greater vision, your purpose backing you, where no matter what, even if 5 people viewed your story, no matter what, you are allowing yourself to feel solid in you, your work, confident in your certainty, convicted in your body of work, convicted in your brand moving forward, taking action from there, no matter fucking what. You're not waiting for the external to reflect to you if you're good enough. You're no longer waiting. You're moving forward. You're taking action from the frequency of the quantum. Right? From here is where your external reality begins to shift. I'm going to ask you something. I just shared this in an Instagram reel, I think, and I may have even said this on the last podcast, but we're saying it again because it's coming through a real strong, girlfriend. Have you allowed yourself to go there? Have you allowed yourself to be the leading energy, continue to show up from the quantum, from the frequency of your desires, from your future self, right? Not your current self, your future self. Have you allowed yourself to continue to show up, make moves from that future quantum self, regardless of the external? Or have you unplugged? Have you unplugged? I unplugged. My clients have unplugged, right? And when we unplug, we immediately go back to the neural pathway of lack. We are breaking that cycle, breaking that pattern, breaking that habit. Because you didn't come here to be like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm plugged in, I'm plugged out. No, we're constantly plugged in. You can feel tired and still be plugged in. You can feel sad and still be plugged in. You can be hungover and still be plugged in, right? Because you're solid in your power, in your confidence, in your certainty. I know I'm saying this and repeating this over and over and over again. Subliminal audio, you're welcome. We're planting the seed, right? I'm allowing myself to move forward regardless of the external, because my greater vision, my purpose is backing me. Okay. This is where you tap into the quantum. This is where we get to work together and implement the science-backed techniques to create new money-making neural pathways. And this is when money, sales, and opportunities are an inevitable side effect. Okay. Then and only then is when they are an inevitable side effect. But the money, the sales, the clients are not the leading energy. You are. You are the leading energy. You go first. Tell me how activating this feels for you. And again, this is exactly what we're doing inside Badass CEO. We are creating new money-making neural pathways. We are allowing ourselves to become solid in your work, where you're confidently convicted in your body of work and make more sales and money and receive more clients with ease. This is where you go first. This is where we break that pattern habit cycle of playing small and hiding. No more. We're getting out of your safety identity. We're entering into your money magnetism frequency. Oh, can't wait to teach you that. And we are permanently removing money blocks and that belief of not enough, so you can move forward and impact and transform the world with your work that you came here to share, teach, lead, and guide. Again, I'm going to pop that link in the show notes. Or you can DM me on Instagram, CEO, to get inside. And of course, as always, let me know what lands with you. Let me know what resonates with you. Let me know what was activated within you. And if you love this podcast, I would love if you gave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Take a screenshot before you hit submit. Send it to me on Instagram. Just DM me. And as a gift, I'll send you the F Yes Money Hypnosis. All right, my love, I'll see you inside Badass CEO and or the next episode. Have a beautiful day. And until next time, go manifest that shit. Mwah. That was so much freaking fun. If you love this episode as much as I did, please take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at @the_badassbabe so I can share and celebrate you. And I have a special gratitude gift for you. If you're feeling called, please give us a 5-star rating and write your review on Apple Podcasts. Take a screenshot, submit it. Let me know and I'll send you instant access to my Fuck Yes Money Hypnosis as a thank you. And I'll see you in the next episode.